Hey, I hope you're doing good. I'm Chris from Extreme Fingerpicking, and in this lesson I'm showing you my 5 quick steps to get you fingerpicking. So the very first step is to learn finger selection. Which finger should you use on your picking hand to play each individual string? Let's start with the thumb. The thumb is kind of leader of the pack. It kind of rules the roost, and its main job is to outline the notes, the bass notes of the chords that you're playing over. So what it does is it plays the 6th string, it plays the 5th string, and it plays the 4th string, because that's where the bass notes are going to be. So practice that, just 6th string, 5th string, and 4th string using your thumb. Your first finger plays the 3rd string, your second finger plays the 2nd string, and your third finger plays the 1st string. Okay, so practice that from the top. Thumb, 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 first finger, second finger, third finger. Okay, so really learn that well, and know that this is a general rule for finger picking. And later on, the better you get at finger picking, you'll see that you do break this rule. Sometimes your thumb will play the 3rd string, or even the 2nd string. And likewise, your first finger might play the top string and the 2nd string. But for an awful lot of finger picking patterns, we use this general rule of thumb, 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 and then 1, 2, 3. So it's a great place to start, and it will lay really solid foundations for you to continue to grow as a great finger picker. Step 2 is picking hand placement. Where is the best place for you to pick the strings in order to achieve the best overall tone? So I would say that the best place is towards the back half of the sound hole. So if you imagine a line going vertically down through the sound hole, towards the back half of the sound hole, just behind that line, I think that's a really good place to get kind of, as I say, a really well balanced good overall tone. So that's really important. Towards the back half of the sound hole is the sweet spot, in my opinion. If you start going up too far close to the neck, it starts to sound a bit too warm and the notes kind of get a bit cluttered. And if you go too far back, they sound a bit thin, and it will also be probably a lot harder for you to pick the notes down here. So as I say, imaginary line through the sound hole to the back half of that, that's the perfect spot. You might want to anchor your pinky onto the body of the guitar just underneath where you're finger picking. If you find that helps and stabilizes your hand, then go ahead and do that. It's absolutely fine. So that's step 2. So now you know which finger you should use to play each string and where you should place your hand in order to achieve the best tone. Let's actually start finger picking, and let's learn our very first finger picking pattern. So the pattern is going to be thumb, and then index finger, middle finger, and ring finger in that order. So thumb, 1, 2, 3. And you just want to repeat that round and round. So what we're going to do, just completely open strings, don't worry about your fretting hand at all. We're just going to play the 6th string, then the 3rd string, then the 2nd string, and then the 3rd string. If you want to anchor your pinky, go ahead and do that. If you don't want to, don't worry about it. Nice claw shape in your hand, just like this. Nice curled fingers, back half of the sound hole, string 6, 3, 2, 1. And just repeat that until you can do it with all the notes ringing nicely into each other and on time. So maybe count 1, 2, 3, 4 as you work your way through it. So as I say, focus on accuracy over speed and continue to do it until it gets comfortable. Don't rush, really take your time. So hopefully you were okay with that. Let's keep moving and let's start step 4. So we're going to keep this same pattern now, but we're going to advance the thumb. So last time we played string 6, 3, 2, 1. Now what we want to do is we'll start with that 6, 3, 2, 1, but let's incorporate the 5th string and the 4th string as well. So after you've done the 6th string, just move your thumb to the 5th string and play 5, 3, 2, 1. And then move it to the 4th string and play 4, 3, 2, 1. And then back to the 5th string and play 5, 3, 2, 1. So if you put all of that together, slowly, it's going to sound like this. now see if you can play through that 10 times without making any mistakes. Once you can do that, you're ready for step 5. So the last step, step 5, and the great thing is you've done the vast majority of the hard work. Your picking hand is taken care of. All you've got to do now in the fretting hand is start adding some basic chords, and you're going to be finger picking. So if we take just a simple G chord, play it however you want, like this, whichever works for you. Take a G chord, a C chord, and a D chord, and let's just add that pattern over the top, and the bass note is going to change with each chord. So if we have our G, the bass note is of course the 6th string, and on the C chord the lowest note is the 5th string, so you play that on the first one, and on the D chord the lowest note is the 4th string, so you play that for the first one, and we'll do the pattern twice on each chord, and again go really slow. And then if you play it a little bit faster, it's going to sound like this. So hopefully that all makes sense and you haven't struggled with these 5 steps too much. If you've gotten to this point and you're still hungry to keep exploring this, then I would suggest mixing up the pattern, because this is one pattern and there are an endless amount of finger picking patterns that you could learn. So the next step is I'd keep the thumb the same, but mix up these fingers. So we did thumb 1, 2, 3. You could play thumb 3, 2, 1, or thumb 1, 3, 2, or thumb 3, 1, 2, any combination that you can think of, and then try them over these chords or try them out on any other chord progression that you know. And it's just going to really continue to help develop your finger picking skills. So it's a really great place to start, and I really hope you've enjoyed this lesson. So that's it for this lesson. I really hope that you've enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Check out some of the other videos I have here on the channel. And if you want to learn even more about fingerpicking, then check out my website, sixstringfingerpicking.com, where there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds more fingerstyle guitar lessons. So if you're interested, just follow the link in the description. But until next time, thanks a lot.